And that's an interesting choice from Red Panda and VCARB to keep the lineup as they both moved up division. Is that a risk, or do you think that's good because they got a bit of chemistry with each other?
It's good because Paul Diver just went quickest. 1:29.024. Perfect timing. Salty also got a third. Both good times. A 29.3 for Salty, which was on a par with last night into 4 as well. So, yeah, solid openings, and they are two solid drivers as well, even at this level.
This could be a great lap for the Aston Martin. The man who started on pole last time out in Australia and managed to convert that pole to a race win. He's looking to do it again. He's found 3/10 in the Sector 2 to Sector 3 split. This could be a huge lap from Shoot, as long as he doesn't make a mistake in this final chicane. As across the line goes Salty, who finds a 0.6, and it could be a VCARB 1-2 on the front row, unless Shoot can stop them. Here comes the Aston Martin, the brand new returning driver, who takes it back from him in another 0.6, and he's up to pole position. That is a fantastic lap. Worldwide coming around the final corner, no improvements from him, and that is huge from the Aston Martin, who stops the VCARBs from locking out that front row.
Wow.
Here we go, lights ahead of the drivers here in Division 3. Round 2 Japan with Shoot on pole is a VCARB 2 and 3. The lights are out, we're racing here in Japan. Great start by our pole sitter, good start by P2 as well, who might try and get a contention down into the inside of turn 1. He's a wheel there, is he a whole car there? Yes he is at turn 2. Salty takes the lead in the Japanese Grand Prix, followed by Shoot, then Miles. Elita holding his position, Pool Diver with that 5-place grid penalty, demoing him down to weight. Not a great start for him, as they're following single file through the first sector. Any moves being made. Jezza battling with Restored Panda there for P14, but this front 10 staying in single file line. Oberwalf is right on the tail of Elita GT, who's feeling the pressure there, trying to hold on to his P4 spot. McLaren need those points if he can hold on for the remaining 27 laps, I should say. Bit of a snap there by Rocket Reese, who might be under pressure by Pink. The reigning champion is down the inside. There goes Pool Diver on Pink. 2 Division 4 champions battling here in the midfield. Who got the better exit? I think it might have been Pool Diver, who now has the outside line round turn 12. There's still space for Pink to have his nose there as Rocket Reese has turned the battery off. This is bunched them back together, but Pool Diver does get through. And the VCARB is making up positions that he lost with that penalty in qualifying. And I'm pressing the wrong buttons, but we will put the data up on screen. And a heavy favourite for the medium tyres, it seems like. As everyone on mediums besides Will back in 17th place in Formula Viva, who's down in 22nd, but of course he will be retiring. His very big lock up there by Emmanuel, who's had to rejoin the trap behind. I think he might lose a couple positions there, and he has indeed. Ozzy Joe is up to P9. As there, here comes Pool Diver looking for another attack, trying to get down the inside of Rocket Reese at turn 1, but he wasn't able to do it. As there's Emmanuel trying to hold on to some positions. He did hold on to Wereful Lime as he heard up to the hairpin for the second time so far this race. Down the inside, there goes Elita. Oh, bit of a contact there on Miles, and he's forced him wide. He's got the position, and I think that's going to allow Oberwalf to find a way past, who turns his battery off, plays it safe. He's going to stick where he is. Here comes Shoot, trying to retake that lead, going towards Spoon Curve. Down the inside he goes, not quite. He's trying to scare the VCARB into making a mistake, but Stone Cold Salty, he's not letting him through. That's really unfortunate, and an early mistake for the only Alpine on track. It's down the inside goes Pool Diver, and that was brave, but he saw a gap and he committed to it, and he finds his way past the Haas. Rocket Reese trying to switch back round the outside, but I don't think he's going to be able to do that, and Pool Diver is cutting through the field like a knife through butter.
Here comes Shoot. Is he going to attack Salty? Yes, he will. He's going to switch to the inside line, and through he goes into the Casio triangle, and Shoot retakes the lead, but he goes deep, and Salty will have a chance as Shoot compromises his line. Salty will have the overtake as well, as will Elita GT, who will lead into turn 1 as Shoot takes a fast snap, and it will be a chance for Elita. Elita on Salty for place in second, and then McLaren the Papaya vying the VCARB side by side. They squabble beyond 1 and 2. Through into 3 they go, and it is Salty who holds on to the place ahead of Elita GT.
There's a mistake there from Rocket Reese again, who went wide as down the inside of the hairpin goes the McLaren. Little bit of wheel banging there, got close to contact. There's a little bit of a slide as well from Salty on the exit of the hairpin. It's now going to be a drag race on the exit of the corner. Who's going to be coming out front? I think it's going to be the Papaya car. And Elita up to P2. Salty drops down 2 positions in the last 2 laps.
I've done too much on the batteries. Pool Diver side by side with both racing again through the Casio triangle, and it's Pool Diver who's on top on that one, and up into the top 5 goes the VCARB.
Means they're going to be getting the extra blue boost battery. And then behind is a little train including 2 Audis. And that's Salty who's gone slow. I think Salty might have made a mistake there because Miles has breezed past on the exit of the Dunlop curve. Now to P3 he goes, looking for back-to-back podiums. And the VCARBs who are flying quali, and he's let his teammate through past as well. What's going on with Salty?
Oh, and here comes Obof. Oh.
That could have been bad. He's kept it in a straight line, thank goodness. But Oberwell very brave on the inside. And a bit of contact, but they're both still in the race, which is the important thing. But I'm not sure what happened to Salty. I mean, he let his teammate through. He left it off very early. Oh!
Kev's out. Full course safety car.
What on earth has happened with the two Aldis? I think it might have been contact with Jezza because he's dropped down behind. He's got wing damage, yeah. So contact with the McLaren. As and Will's got a 10-second penalty for hitting him as well. What on earth has happened at the back here? I think it must have been Jezza and Kev who made contact. I think Will might have just crashed into the back of him. So wing damage on both the Red Bull and the McLaren. This is even worse for Will because he started on the hard tyres. As into the pits goes everyone off the mediums. Surely this is quite early. The second those hards are warmed up, I think the Ferrari is going to be in a world of hurt. But let's find out on the exit of the chicane when will the Ferrari resume racing. There we go, green flags racing, and we are back racing at the Japanese Grand Prix. Rusted Bolt leading the race after staying out and not pitting. Here comes Miles trying to get aggressive on the back of the McLaren. You can see a bit of racing going on in the background as well. Here comes Shoot as well, trying to get down the inside on turn 1, but he wasn't able to do it. And behind us a Mercedes who's gone wide, and that's She Love Pink, who's gone very, very wide, rejoins the track behind Osimon Joseph. About 3 positions lost, and it may have been contact with the Haas there in the background. But up at the front, good restart by Rusted Bolt, and you can instantly see those hards are just kicked up. They're ready to go, and whatever warm-up strategy Shoot Fizzle had, it's definitely worked. He is right on the tail of the Ferrari.
Yeah, frantic start. As our Pink, by the way, was going side by side with both Bolt Pence. Going off the track and losing a place towards him on Joe's. But yeah, Rusted Bolt holding on for now. But Shoot, is he going to have a look? He's going to go around the outside through the hairpin. He's going to try some sort of switch back, get the power. Look, Elite GT! And it looks like Miles Gaming as well. Tangling together, and round they both go.
That is so unfortunate for McLaren. Their leading driver, and was it Elite who dropped it there?
Yeah, it looked like it, unless he was just tagged by Miles potentially. But he either dropped it or he was tagged on the rear. But yeah, very unfortunate for McLaren. Also unfortunate, of course, for Miles Gaming. But Paul Diver, now up in third of Shoot, still yet to get through on Bolt.
Fortunately for the Cadillac, I don't see any damage. There we go, around the outside, an easy move there for Shoot. Takes the lead on the Japanese Grand Prix. Now it gives Rusted Bolt the blue boost. He's going to have that extra battery power to use down the straight to try and hold on to the Aston Martin.
Absolutely. Yep, spot on there as Bolt, up-hander rather, further back getting through on Lushek. Lushek struggling a little bit in the Williams, down to P16, especially given how strong Williams have been this season, as CB making his move on those medium tyres, getting beyond Pink and up into 130R now. He will be comfortably ahead unless Salty fights it back, which he's having a look a little bit onto the grass on the outside there. He's going to make a move as again Panda on Worldwide, but Pink remains clear of Salty going into the Casio Triangle. Up to 8th he goes. Starting P4, he was certainly the order compared to where we have seen him before. Both triangles there. A bit of contact into the rear of Rocket V to gain a place. I think it will be smart to give that back. I'll be honest. I think Williams should be saying to Obolf, give the place back to Rocket Reese there, and then try and avoid a penalty. But he's not. He's staying ahead. That's a risky one. Williams may play it smart here if they want to let him. That would be the smart choice, I think, for Williams. As our Pink and Ozzy Monjo's going side by side.
Oh,
he went over the curve on the inside through the Casio, and they're still going tangling together. I think they're best friends. I don't think they are. As, they're taking very interesting lines. Not even a pit! As Ozzy Monjo's almost hits him on the exit as well. Oh my gosh. Wow.
That was not ideal. I think it was down the inside on Osimon Jones, was it? They made contact with Pink. Into the pits comes CB for his mandatory pit stop, or his second pit stop actually. Not confident those mediums are going to get to the end, and I have to agree with them there. As past Worldwide goes Kean Robbo, and the McLaren found a way through as well, not quite. And that's cut a litre off from the Alpine he was fighting with just a few corners ago, but he's having to go down into turn 3 though with the Mercedes. Still wheel to wheel, bit of wheel bagging there though. Who can come out of this corner? Up ahead, there's a Mercedes behind as well. Sheila Ponk trying to get involved there. Around the outside goes the McLaren, going to switch to the inside of the Dunlop curve, and that's a good move there by the McLaren, who kept his foot in there. And up ahead goes the Lita GT. You can continue on and hope for a Another later safety car. It's a very big lock up there by Kian Robbo, who's completely missed the brakes at the chicanes. Had to rejoin. Fortunately, hasn't lost a position, but has lost about 0.8 of a second. He was right on the tail of Elite GT, and now he is. Well, he's not. As Oberwolf closing in on Rocket Reese, and he makes the move down the inside of 130. A little bit running wide there by the Haas, who just ran out of road. And that curb does not treat you well. It throws you off track even further. It's not kind to you at all.
I don't know exactly what percentage it is, but he's not looking as bad as some other drivers. As he's going to go for the move here, down the inside. He's going on at both, racing side by side through the Casio triangle. And both covers him off really well. It's the Red Bull getting slippery. It's Emmanuel, but Emmanuel to Raya. He has a chance to attack Salty down the main straight, using the blue boost as well, as is Salty, and Salty covers him off too.
Into the chicane, we'll see. Look how close he is going through 130. Here he goes to the outside of the chicane. How late on the brakes will he be compared to the Williams? Way later on the brakes, and he might have overcooked it. He has, but he's kept it on track somehow. I don't know what grip that VCARB found, but it managed to work, and he takes P2 in the race. I think Emmanuel's going to try and get involved here. Let's see down the straight. Will Oberwolf be able to hold on? With that slipstream on the VCARB, I think he might be able to, just as Emmanuel trying to find a way around the outside, switch to the inside of turn 2, but there's no gap given. And well done, Salty gets the move done on lap 25. Miles is getting involved as well. He's right on the tail of Emmanuel. We've seen him being quite quiet. It's behind.
Is that Kian's got off tyre. He's flat tyre.
Is it the puncher? Oh! And off go Kian Robbo. Front left puncher.
Yeah.
We'll keep an eye on the rest of the drivers and see how their tyre wear is. That is one puncher, and that is a puncher for the only Alpine on track. That is so unfortunate. There we go, down the straight they go. Salty trying to get involved. And will he go for the move now? He absolutely will. Down the inside, going towards 130. Yeah, he's got the inside, and he's got the position too. And leading on to the final lap, Salty is in P3 after that charge back through the field. He's looking to make it a double podium for VCARB. There's only a few people that can say they've got pole and won the race from that front spot. What about doing it twice? And round 1 and round 2, there's been dominations in the past, but Shoot is looking to break all the records. The Aston Martin round the final corner. It's pole and win again for Shoot Fizzle, who wins the Japanese Grand Prix. Pool diver, it's P2. The champ is back. P3 is going to be a double VCARB podium. The old school pair from Division 4 are back in Division 3. It's a double podium for VCARB, and that is huge for their OCC bout. Rocket Reese, P4, Oberwolf, Emmanuel, Miles, both McLarens at 8 and 9. That's the best finish they've had all season, but it drops to 8 and 10 with brand new driver Luke into P9. Not bad from Ozzy Monjo's to finish 11th with the contact he had. CB finishing 12th despite making an extra pit stop. Followed by Mercedes in 13 and 15 with Rusted Bolt in 14th. Not bad for Rusted Bolt, to be fair, considering where he was at one point in this race. Also having to make an extra pit stop. Wereful Lime out the point. So is Will, Ozers and Kian Robbo.